Imagine a world where generosity is a spectacle, where millions are given away and fortunes are made. You see the videos, the headlines, the phenomenon. But what if I told you that the internet's greatest showman holds secrets even his most loyal fans don't know? Behind the MrBeast persona, Jimmy Donaldson, there is a complexity few dare to explore. A journey that began at 13 years old with a simple challenge and now moves an empire of 250 people. But this meteoric rise didn't come without a price, without veiled controversies and an impact that goes far beyond the numbers you see on screen. The truth is that MrBeast's legacy is a tapestry of brilliance and shadow, of altruism and accusations. Have you ever wondered what truly happens when the cameras turn off, or why for every act of kindness there seems to be a whispered criticism? Today, we'll unravel these layers. We'll go beyond what's shown to understand the man, the myth, and the enigma that is MrBeast. Prepare for a journey where the reward is knowledge, and the pain is your perception being challenged. And the most fascinating thing is that, in the end, you'll realize that MrBeast's impact is far greater than you imagined, and that the truth about him is closer than you think. The genesis of the phenomenon, from bedroom to empire. Every phenomenon has a starting point. For Jimmy Donaldson, MrBeast, it wasn't a secret lab or a destined encounter, but a bedroom in Greenville, North Carolina. At 13 years old, while most teenagers worried about homework and games, Jimmy was already immersed in a different challenge: deciphering the YouTube algorithm. He wasn't seeking fame, but rather to understand how things worked. An almost scientific curiosity, which would lead him to experiment with hundreds of videos, some good, many forgettable. The big turning point came with an act of pure stubbornness, counting to 100,000 in a video. An absurd, exhausting idea, but one that captured the attention of millions. It wasn't about what he was doing, but about the dedication, the persistence. It was there that the first secret of his success began to reveal itself: the willingness to go further, to do the unthinkable, to generate engagement. This was the seed of what would become his unmistakable style: grandiose videos with high stakes and even greater rewards. But what drives someone to this scale? Is it just the desire to be the biggest? Or is there a deeper truth behind this relentless pursuit of impact? Jimmy is not just a content creator. He's a strategist, an entrepreneur, a visionary who transformed philanthropy into entertainment and entertainment into $1 billion business. He built an ecosystem, employing over 250 people, transforming what was a solitary hobby into an unprecedented content production machine. This transition from a kid in a bedroom to the CEO of an empire raises an intriguing question: where does altruism end and spectacle begin? Where does generosity merge with marketing strategy? The line is thin, and perhaps it's precisely this ambiguity that makes MrBeast such a fascinating enigma. He forces us to question our own motivations, our own limits. By the way, have you ever wondered if MrBeast's true challenge isn't what he does in his videos, but how he maintains his essence amidst so much success and scrutiny? If that made you think, leave a comment. It's your way of saying, I want answers too. The hidden side of philanthropy, between altruism and spectacle. MrBeast is synonymous with generosity. Millions of dollars donated, houses, cars, and even life-changing surgeries. Beast Philanthropy, his non-profit organization, is a testament to his commitment to fighting hunger and helping those in need. Remember what we talked about impact? It's not just monetary, it's a visible social impact, inspiring millions. But, as in every great story, there are nuances. And behind the shining headlines, questions arise that form a more complex secret. The truth is, for every act of kindness, there's a camera recording, a video being produced, and millions of views being generated. This raises a crucial debate. Is MrBeast's philanthropy genuine altruism or a highly effective form of content marketing? The case of the 1,000 cataract surgeries, for example, brought light to a real problem, but also sparked discussions about the spectacularization of charity. It's an ethical challenge that many philanthropists face, but one that in MrBeast's case is amplified by the scale and public nature of his actions. Former employees and critics point to an underlying controversy. The pressure to create viral content can, at times, override the purity of intention. Accusations of a toxic work environment and that charity is, ultimately, a means to an end, the growth of the MrBeast empire, add layers to this enigma. It's a legacy being built on pillars of grandiosity and, at the same time, questions about authenticity. What does this tell us about human nature and philanthropy in the digital age? Is visibility a necessary evil to mobilize resources on such a massive scale? Or does the spectacularization of kindness corrupt its essence? MrBeast, perhaps unintentionally, forces us to confront these uncomfortable questions. He is a mirror reflecting our own complexity regarding money, fame, and purpose. Think about it. If the impact is real and lives are transformed, does it matter what the initial motivation was? Or is the truth in the consequence? If this reflection resonated with you, share this video. It's your way of participating in this debate. The content machine behind the millions and obsessive perfection. If you think MrBeast's videos are just a bunch of friends having fun with a lot of money, the truth is far more complex. Behind every grandiose challenge, every millionaire donation, there's a meticulously orchestrated content production machine. It's a level of perfectionism that borders on obsession, one of the great secrets of his success. Jimmy Donaldson doesn't just create videos, he engineers them to go viral, to hold your attention from the first to the last second. MrBeast's creation process is legendary. He maintains a Google Doc with thousands of ideas and each one is dissected, tested and refined. Execution is paramount. He has cancelled videos that cost millions of dollars if the quality didn't meet his standard. This isn't just a financial challenge, it's an all or nothing mentality that ensures maximum impact. The editing is frantic, the titles and thumbnails are designed to be irresistible. It's a science, an art and a phenomenon in itself. This relentless pursuit of perfection, however, comes at a price. Accusations from former employees about a toxic work environment with long hours and extreme pressure bring to light an important controversy. How to balance the ambition of creating the world's best content with the well-being of the 250-person team that makes it possible? This debate about work culture in high-growth companies is not exclusive to MrBeast, but in his case it gains prominence due to his visibility and the contrast with the image of generosity he projects. What does this obsession with perfection reveal about the nature of creation in the digital age? Is it necessary to sacrifice the comfort and health of those behind the cameras to achieve such a grand legacy? Or is this the only way to innovate and remain relevant in such a competitive landscape? MrBeast, with his approach, forces us to question the limits of productivity and ethics in entertainment. Think about it. What would you be willing to sacrifice to achieve a global impact? And what's the truth behind your own challenge? If that question resonated with you, click the like button. It helps keep this investigation alive. The Price of Fame and the Personal Enigma. Jimmy Donaldson, beyond MrBeast. Behind the omnipresent smile and extravagant challenges, there is Jimmy Donaldson, the man. A 26-year-old who, since 13, has lived under the spotlight in a way few can even imagine. The MrBeast phenomenon is so grand that it often overshadows the person behind it. What is the true price of building such a massive legacy, of having every move, every donation, every controversy dissected by millions? One of Jimmy's lesser-known secrets is his battle with Crohn's disease, a chronic and debilitating condition. He has revealed this struggle in interviews, offering a rare glimpse into his vulnerability. This adds a layer of complexity to his daily challenge, showing that even with all the money and fame, he faces personal battles invisible to most. This truth about his health is a reminder that behind the superhero persona there is a human being with his own pains and limitations. Jimmy's personal life is remarkably discreet for someone of his stature. He still resides in North Carolina, far from the glamour of Los Angeles, which is in itself an enigma. This choice reflects an attempt to maintain some normalcy amidst the chaos of his public life. But is it possible to separate the man from the character when the character has become such an overwhelming global impact? What happens when the line between the person and the persona dissolves? How does Jimmy cope with the pressure of being MrBeast 24/7? And what is the psychological cost of having his generosity constantly questioned, his intentions analyzed under a microscope? He is a living example of how fame in the digital age can be a gilded cage. By the way, if you could ask Jimmy Donaldson, the man, one question, what would it be? And what would that question reveal about your own curiosity? If you have a question, leave it in the comments. It's your chance to connect with the Enigma. The future of the phenomenon, legacy, innovation, and the search for meaning. MrBeast is not just a content creator. He is a pioneer, a disruptor who redefined what's possible on YouTube. His legacy is already etched in internet history, not just by record-breaking numbers, like surpassing T-Series in subscribers, but by how he raised the bar for production and engagement. He transformed philanthropy into mass entertainment and entertainment into a global impact. But what comes next? What's the next challenge for someone who seems to have already conquered everything? The truth is that the MrBeast empire continues to expand with new ventures like Feastables and MrBeast Burger, and the constant pursuit of new formats and experiences. This incessant innovation is part of his secret: never stop, never settle. But this quest for eternal growth and relevance raises a philosophical debate. What is the ultimate purpose of all this grandeur? Is it just about accumulating more views, more money, more power? Or is there a deeper search for meaning, for a legacy that transcends entertainment? The MrBeast phenomenon invites us to reflect on the future of media, philanthropy, and even our own relationship with content consumption. He is a mirror of our aspirations and contradictions. The controversy surrounding his actions, the pressure on his team, the spectacularization of charity. All of this is part of a larger enigma about the digital society we live in. He is not just an individual. He is a symptom, a catalyst for discussions about ethics, purpose, and the power of influence. Ultimately, MrBeast's legacy will be defined not only by what he did, but by what he made us think. He forced us to question the boundaries between reality and spectacle, between altruism and marketing, between the individual and global impact. He is the personification of a new era, where the line between entertainment and reality is increasingly blurred. By the way, what legacy do you wish to build? And what are you willing to challenge to achieve it? If this reflection inspired you, consider subscribing. It helps keep this investigation alive and motivates me to continue revealing what few dare to show. We have reached the end of our journey through the MrBeast Enigma. We began with the promise of revealing what nobody told you, and we have uncovered layers of a phenomenon that is much more than just viral videos. We've seen the truth behind his rise, the debate surrounding his philanthropy, the secret of his obsessive content machine, and Jimmy Donaldson's personal challenge. He is a walking paradox, an altruist who spectacularizes charity, a relentless entrepreneur with a generous heart, a discreet man under the most intense spotlights. MrBeast's impact is undeniable, and his legacy is already being written. But the greatest revelation might not be about him, but about us. He forces us to question authenticity in the digital age, the price of fame, and the complexity of human motivation. He is a mirror reflecting our own contradictions and the relentless pursuit of meaning in a world increasingly connected and at the same time disconnected. If this video made you see MrBeast in a new light, if it provoked deep reflection on what you consume and what you value, then our mission has been accomplished. Knowledge is power, and curiosity is the key to unlocking the greatest secrets of our time. If you've made it this far, perhaps you are among the few who still care about the truth. What you've heard here is not common, and if you felt it has value, show that this kind of content still has a place. Like, comment, share, it changes everything. And the journey doesn't stop here. In the next episode, we will delve into another enigma that shapes our world in ways you can't even imagine. But only those who are subscribed will receive it. You won't want to miss it. After all, in a world where everything is a spectacle, what truth do you truly seek?